Guys, we are now at the 8th match. We have Daniele Scatizzi versus Maicol Benetti.
So you know Daniele. What do you think Daniele is going to try and do here, Roberto?
I don't know, because Daniele is unpredictable as a fighter and also as a person, so we can see everything. One of the best techniques of Daniele is the guillotine, and I've seen him quite a lot of time submitting guys with the guillotine, so we'll see.
Okay, so the match is already on the ground. A guard pull straight away. Maicol?
Maicol. Yeah.
Maicol has got an underhook of the leg. MMA fighters tend to be built a little bit different to jiu-jitsu guys, don't they? You know, the strength and conditioning being such a massive part of this. You think Daniele's strength and conditioning is going to play a part in this?
I don't know. And I'm really...
Interesting.
And as a second time, we're seeing an MMA fighter in a grappling match trying to use defense, because I think he has a great experience in using defense to solve problems.
So Maicol's setting a trap here. So he's got the underhook of the leg, and what he wants to do is try and cut the angle for the armbar, and he's locking his legs to try and signify that he's not going to go for that. But I think Daniele's a bit too smart for that. You know. There we go. He's gone back to a regular guard, and Daniele is quite happy to chill and crush against this fence. It's quite clear the game plan that Maicol has, trying to cut the angle. But Daniele be used to people trying to cut an angle on him in MMA. This is really a world that he's very experienced with, and you can see he's taken Daniele's taken Maicol straight to his corner, to John Kavanagh and to the other guys in his corner here, so that he can listen to their advice.
Yeah.
Now, when you've got a good jiu-jitsu guy underneath you, you need to respect the position, because at any moment they could ping up an attack. And when attack's in the name of the game, this is something that you're going to have to be aware of. And interestingly, Maicol's changed sides here. Maybe he thinks that Daniele's a bit more one-sided. Okay, now he's on both of the legs. Okay, this is a dangerous position. You can see that Daniele's doing a good job of keeping his weight back on his feet, but how long can he keep that up?
Another way to prevent the attacks are locking the legs, your own legs, so the opponent can stretch them out and try to separate you from your feet and try to attack it.
Maicol's actually deep on a toe hold on Daniele's left leg here. This really could be the end of the match. This is a very common submission that we're seeing at the highest level of jiu-jitsu at the moment, where you use this donkey guard position to attack the toe hold, but Daniele is not one to give up easily, not unless he absolutely has to. And this is a very common position for people to try and attack both knee bars, heel hooks, toe holds. Daniele is purely defensive here. Maicol's drawn first blood in this match.
Would you call this a submission attempt, or he's still trying to get a control over Daniele?
So it was hard to see before, but Maicol did have a deep toe hold. That's why Daniele rolled. And here the problem is that both of Daniele's legs in front of Maicol legs. This means that he can attack heel hooks, he can attack toe hold, and he is actually attacking. He's attacking a folding footlock here. The same thing that we see from a lot of the Danaher guys. Daniele can't roll, you see, because both of his legs are entangled. Brutal position. I strongly suspect he's deep in a toe hold here. And you can see the vascularity on Daniele's head, indicating that he's not comfortable, but he has managed to extract his legs. And now, actually, what I think Daniele needs to do here is start to unlock the legs behind him, because until he breaks that lock, he cannot start to properly defend these positions. And grabbing ahead of him might limit the motion, but see, toe hold again.
Yeah. How would you unlock those legs? With your hands?
Yeah,
or like standing, or...
It's tough, man, because the moment you take those hands away from defensives, You know, you're under attack.
Yeah.
The moment you try and defend position, it'd be interesting to see if Maicol changes the way that he's attacking here by bringing his legs a little bit closer. But he must be up 5 or 6 to submission. Look at that on the knee as well. Oh. I mean, Daniele. Oh man, 10 seconds left.
Okay.
Wow, Daniele, did he take any damage? That's pretty much a guaranteed victory because, I mean, he put a lot of bullets into Daniele in that round.
Yeah, so Daniele to win this match has to try at least 2 submission attempts or to submit Maicol.
So with a toe hold, what is it actually in the foot that he's attacking there? Is it the outside ligament? Is it the bones of the feet?
There are 3 ligaments there. I don't know their proper names, but all of them basically gets broken when the foot is twisted that way. And I know that because I broke all of them.
Maicol attempts the flying guard pull, but Daniele has learned from the last round that that's not something he wants to play with. Daniele needs to clear the hook off his foot, and he does so, and he's in on the guillotine.
The guillotine I spoke before.
That's a tight submission attempt. Oh, he's transitioned again.
And here is it.
Maicol does a good job of staying tight. Like I said before, the absence of space can often be interpreted as quite high level. Okay, so this is a scorpion crunch now. He's attacking the ribs. It's an uncomfortable position. It's a very, very uncomfortable position.
Yeah, and you're not able to fully breathe. So if you're out of breath.
But again, you have to understand here that this is just another bullet in the scoreboard. You know what I mean? This is another attack lobbied. Now they're 1-1 this round, and after such a dominant first round, you can see Maicol playing the strategy as well as trying to take his opponent out of there. I don't think he expected Daniele to tap from that, but it looks good for the judges.
Yeah. And as you can see, how hard it is to open the guard of an opponent that doesn't want to open the guard. So it's a really, really important point in Jiu-Jitsu, be able to open up the guard of players that doesn't want to. Because, for example, the guy, Maicol, can just keep Daniele's in his guard and win the match because he attempted more submission than Daniele.
What I do find interesting, this is one of the first matches that we've seen with differentiating strategies. At the beginning he pulled guard, then he tried donkey guard, then he tried half guard, and now he's been trying rubber guard. He's cycling through many different attack patterns to see if he can find a crack in Daniele's armor. So far Daniele's shown that he's not one to be taken away and taken out of this match. And Maicol does seem like he's in the ascendancy, but you've got to understand that at this altitude and with this type of a pressure, it only takes a split second and Daniele could be back like he showed with that guillotine. We can hear John Kavanagh asking Daniele to take some risks here. That's always pretty hard to do if somebody's just trying to break your foot, huh?
Yeah.
So you've worked with Daniele for a while. What would you say about his mentality late in the rounds, late in matches?
I've been working with Daniele now. It's like 2 or 3 years, and his way of fighting is evolving every time I see him. For example, his last fight in Bellator, I've never seen such a calm and rational fighter. I always see him rush into one attack after the other one, usually in MMA, and it surprised me a lot. So, and it's surprising me that he's not as explosive as I always see him, but maybe because Maicol is controlling him very well, and with his attacks he's not able to get a position to attack him again.
I mean, Maicol's movement shows his quality, and sometimes that's very, very hard to attack against. I mean, Maicol attacking the legs, attacking with the legs, attacking with the angles. It's just overwhelming how many things he's throwing at Daniele at one point. Even if it seems like a relative stalemate here, you can see that Maicol's looking for legs, arms.
One slap attempt from Daniele.
Oh, it's a nice sweep.
Almost swiped. The winners goes to the judges, and probably Maicol will be the winner because he was able to score more submission attempts than Daniele.
Entertaining match. Very, very entertaining match. I like the diversity in Maicol's game. I really like the diversity.
I really liked it. He played a good guard game.
Yeah, he also, you know, there's a lot of pressure when you're against an experienced competitor, a personality like Daniele, and also when you're getting pushed up against the fence. It's something that Maicol won't have experienced that much, but the very, very, very well-worthy, deserved winner for this match. Fantastic performance. I wonder how Daniele's feet are going to be feeling tomorrow.